There's this mentality that we people have, especially when you're renting, that, well, it's not my place and I don't have to do much about it. And there are so many restrictions that come with renting a place, but that is no excuse to say that you can't elevate your space. Okay, so let's get into the video and let me show you guys how you can create a beautiful bedroom on a budget and when you're renting. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Donge. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel I talk about home organization, eczema, and natural hair. And today's video is an exciting video because I'm going to be rolling back the curtains and showing you guys how I decorated my bedroom. Now, for most of you guys, if you are on my channel, if you've subscribed to my channel, you've definitely seen my bedroom tour, and I posted it about a week ago. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link it in the description box below. Make sure you check it out. But I did not tell you guys the process of how I organized my bedroom and decorated it. And this is what I'm going to be doing today. Now, I feel like my room is amazing. It's amazing. It's one of my Pinterest dreams come to life. So I just want to share with you guys the tips that I follow, or the things that you should take into consideration, the mistakes that I made along the way, things that you shouldn't, and if you have already done so, then how you can rectify that and be in good books with your landlord. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. My number one tip is that you should talk to your landlord. So there are certain things that we are so afraid of. Instead of us, talking to our landlord about it, we just assume that he or she might not be up for it. Have a conversation with your landlord, understand your lease agreements, the do's and the don'ts, the terms and conditions. Once you understand that, that's when you can now start planning. But if you plan without having that at the back of your head, you're either going to make so many mistakes, or you're going to limit yourself because you never know if your landlord is going to be okay with it or not. I hope that makes sense. Tip number 2 is that you should plan your decorative journey. Planning a decorative journey involves several things, such as choosing a color scheme, identifying a design aesthetic that you love, measuring the bedroom, finding inspiration on Pinterest, Instagram, and other social media platforms, and lastly, creating a mood board. So when I saw the color of this house, I was like, okay, let me go online and find inspiration of what others are doing with a space like mine or with a color like mine. The biggest tip that I can actually tell you is do not work against your home, especially if you're renting. Make sure that you work with the color that you have on your wall and just find other colors that work together with it. That way you're going to have a really nice home. Now, this is going to be simultaneously working together with picking a design aesthetic that you actually love. When I was mentioning in the other video, my video on my bedroom tour, I mentioned to you guys that I am someone who loves Bohemian, Scandinavian, and Afro textured designs. My type of boho is modern Bohemian or boho modern, and Bohemian interior design plays with a lot of color, texture, and pattern. It encourages individual expression through multicultural textiles, art, decor pieces, and a lot of plants. In Scandinavian design style, bright airy spaces are the order of the day, together with neutral colors and pops of metallics such as gold, wood accents, wood furniture, greenery, and the sort. The core message in this design is simplicity and functionality, and the appreciation of simple everyday pieces, whereas Afro-textured design or Afrocentric design is all about picking a region in Africa you adore, in this case Malawi, and decorating with pieces from there. There are many interior design styles, and I highly recommend that you find time to go through all of them and discover your own. You may not like one thing, you may like several styles, but how you blend them together is what is going to make your home to be your home. So now it's time for you to measure your room. We are still planning, okay? So when you measure your bedroom, you're going to know how big or small it is and what type of furniture needs to go into your bedroom. Tip number 3, make a list of everything else that you need for your bedroom. You need a bed, yeah, because it's a bedroom. You need a bed and a mattress. You need beddings. You need a dresser if you need one. A dresser is going to be determined by how big or small your bedroom is, okay? Do you need a wardrobe? Do you already have a wardrobe, or you need to make one? Okay, do you need a side table? How many side tables do you need? Do you need one, or do you need two? What type of side table do you need? After you've put everything into your, on your list, now start window shopping. Okay, that's tip number 4. Start window shopping online as well as physically. Ask around from friends where they buy stuff, attach prices to the list that you made, and start ticking them off bit by bit. But one thing that I regret about my mattress is that I bought my mattress in a rush. My parents were coming to visit me for graduation. I had a graduation earlier this year, so they were coming over. I had been saving for a particular mattress that I wanted, but because I didn't have the full amount at that particular time, I went for a cheaper alternative instead. And it's something that I'm regretting right now, because when I sleep on it, it dips. My body dips into the mattress and it leaves a dent in the mattress. So when you're picking up your mattress, make sure that you pick a mattress that is sturdy and something that is going to last you for a very long time. Otherwise, you're going to regret, like I'm regretting right now, but I didn't have any choice. I didn't have any choice. Tip number 5, know where to save or splurge. Where bed frames are concerned, I think this is something that you can save on, but your mattress should be something that you should splurge on. Okay, your beddings are things that you can save on. You can get them from a thrift store, you can buy them from Kaunjika, you can buy them from the shop if you want, but I think this is something that you can save on as long as you know how to wash them. That's all. Pillows are things that you should splurge on, especially your sleeping pillows, because this is something that you're resting your head on. Okay, this sleeping pillow is something that I got from Pep. The insert is from Pep, but the pillowcase is from DAP. This pillow, the insert, is something that I bought from a China shop, as well as the cover itself. So it's just a matter of knowing what you really want and knowing where to get the stuff. So when you go into DAP, for example, and you find a red pillowcase, you're not going to get it because it's pretty, because you know your color palette, right?
Tip number 6, fix your window treatments if your landlord allows it.
When I came into this home, the curtain rods were really just, like slightly above the window panel. So I told my landlord that, something that is modern is when you raise your window rods, your curtain rods all the way up to the ceiling. He didn't like it at first, but I had to convince him. If you want your room to look larger than it is, then definitely pull your curtain rods all the way up to the ceiling, or at least 8 to 12 inches above the window panel, and make sure that your curtains are lightly dusting the floor. And when you're picking your curtains, make sure that your curtains are lightly colored. I'm not saying you should pick white, okay? Brightly colored curtains are going to, make your room to be brighter than it already is.
Tip number 7, paint your walls if you have to.
So paint changes everything, especially if your house is dirty, has dirty walls, or a paint color that you really don't appreciate. So for example, in my bedsitter was very dirty. It had dingy walls in it, and I had to paint it up. I painted it white, and it automatically elevated the room, made it really amazing, bright and amazing.
Tip number 8, use peel and stick wallpaper.
Now, one thing that I have to mention about wallpaper is wallpaper, peel and stick wallpaper, is going to go well on your wall, no matter what wall it is. But if you want to remove it and for this to be landlord friendly, make sure that your walls have a satin or gloss finish. My paint, the walls of this house, it has some sheen in it. It's washable paint, yes, but when you touch it, it's flat, matte paint. Now, the mistake that I made when I came into this bedroom, because I was in denial of the paint that I had in this room, or that I have in this room, I went ahead and bought some wallpaper, and immediately after I was like, what have I done? This is not looking really well. I let the wallpaper stay for a while. I beat myself about it because I wasn't so sure where I'm going with this, and then I had to take it off. Now, when I took it off, it peeled off the paint along with it. I had to go to Rainbow with the pieces that peeled off from the wall and have the actual color made for me, and that's why you see that the wall is back to what it originally was, but I had to start over again. So make sure that you don't fall into that mistake.
Tip number 9, identify your kind of furniture.
The furniture that you are picking out for your room should be functional, should be aesthetic, and should be multi-purpose, and should be within your budget frame. Have a bed frame that will help you to put things under your bed, or you can actually have a bed that comes with storage, all right, so that you put your things in there and keep your room smart. Your bedside table should not just be a bedside table. It should be where you can put things on top. You can actually have a drawer to put things inside, whether your Bible or your phone or your chargers and whatever. But when you're picking your bedside table, especially in a small bedroom, make sure that your bedside table is one that has legs that you can actually see the floor. So you need to think really, really hard about what it is that you're bringing into your bedroom. And when you're placing your furniture in your room, make sure that you have working space. You don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and then bump yourself into your bed or into a dresser or into your table. If your room doesn't have a wardrobe, definitely find storage solutions that work for your bedroom. But make sure that they are things that you can actually maintain on a budget.
Tip number 10, accessorize your bedroom.
Now, when you're accessorizing your bedroom, look at your design aesthetic, look at what makes you happy. What are the things that you can put on your wall that will create a statement piece? So when people come in, they should be like, where did you get this? Okay. I mean, this is lovely. Where did you get that? Point that I'm making is that make your bedroom personal. If you are to do a gallery wall, then frame your very own photos or of places you visited and you really loved. Display your makeup on your dressing table, but in nicely, all right? Nicely. Decorate with designer books if you're big on such labels, but if you're not, and if you're a bookworm like me, then definitely grab some actual books and decorate with them. Okay, add some throw blankets to your bed, some deco pillows, but not too many. Play with varied textures and fabric and see your bedroom transform, but just remember, everything has to be very cohesive. Now, when you want to hang stuff, especially when you're renting, it's wise to ask your landlord if it's okay to drill holes into the wall. Otherwise, use self-adhesive command hooks or just lean your items against the wall. I drilled my mirrors into the wall because the mirrors were heavy and the self-adhesive command hooks that I found were not strong enough. Bring in nature as well, greenery into your space, whether it is faux or whether it is real, whatever works for you. I wanted to bring real life plants into my home, but I'm asthmatic and I don't do well with plants too. I don't have a green thumb, so it is going to be fake plants all the way. Thank you very much.
Tip 11, avoid matchy furniture.
I should have spoken about this with the other tip on furniture, but matchy furniture doesn't show that you are creative. It doesn't show that you think outside of the box. It doesn't bring visual interest. It doesn't elevate the room. It also makes the room to feel dingy because most of the times matchy furniture is very bulky and it just doesn't open up the space. I'm just saying.
Tip number 12, declutter your bedroom.
You already have a home, but you just want to revamp your room, declutter your room. Take everything out of your bedroom and start all over again. The things that don't serve a purpose, the things that don't make you happy are trash. Donate them, throw them away. Sometimes we hold on to things in our bedroom, in our homes, things that don't serve a particular function. Sometimes we think that our rooms are small. Not necessarily that are small, but it's because we're keeping things that are basically trash and not in use, and that is eating up the space that we should have been seeing. You're going to see that once you remove the unnecessary things, you're going to see that you're going to create room in your home and that you're going to have enough space in your bedroom to call it a really amazing place where you can come home and sleep and reset and re-energize. Now, the last bonus tip, this is something that is just going to elevate the room.
Tip number 13, add some fragrance to your bedroom.
Bring in some scents into your bedroom. It could be a candle that you burn. It could be a diffuser, okay? Just to make sure that your room really smells good. And clean your bedroom, okay? Clean your bedroom. But I have to tell you, my room smells great. It does. It really does. So I hope that this was helpful and that you guys are going to utilize these tips in your next adventure. Remember to like the video, to share with your friends, to hit the notification button and to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.